By the end of this video, you're going to have a simple 3-step routine that you can do to fall asleep faster, sleep better, and wake up more energized and refreshed. So sleep is by far one of the most undervalued parts of health. If your nutrition is dialed in and your exercise is dialed in, if you're not getting good sleep, you're gonna leave a lot of the gains, a lot of your potential results on the table. So poor sleep can lead to things like a slowed metabolism, hormone dysfunction, a weakened immune system, and honestly a lot more. And so when we talk about sleep, it's really, really important to have it dialed in. Now, when it comes to sleep, most people think that sleep is all about the length that you get, right? Getting 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep a night. But what most people don't realize is when it comes to health and when it comes to the benefits you receive from sleep, it's more about the sleep quality than it is the sleep length. So when you sleep, your body actually goes through 4 different sleep stages multiple times a night. So it's going to be stage 1, which is a very light sleep. Stage 2, which goes a little bit deeper, but there's still not really many benefits there. Stage 3 is where you get into that deep sleep. So this is where you really start to repair, really start to gain that energy back. And then stage 4 is that REM sleep, where you're going to get a lot of the benefits of sleep. And so because of our modern society, because of how our nighttime habits and our daily habits are set up, the sad truth is that a lot of us are honestly spending the majority of our night in those lighter stage 1 and stage 2 sleep cycles. And so if we're really looking to gain the benefits of sleep and we're looking to wake up energized every day, we need to start focusing on the depth of sleep rather than just the length. So when it comes to it, the truth is I could talk about this for hours. So different techniques and strategies to help you get a deeper sleep. But to really simplify things, I want to break this down into a 3-step process that's going to allow you to fall asleep faster, sleep better, and really reap the benefits of sleep. So let's get into it. So the first step that's going to help you get better sleep is to set a bedtime and to set an alarm for about 30 minutes before that bedtime. Now, when we were younger, most of us had a bedtime. We had a certain schedule that we were on where we were in bed by 9 and then we were waking up around a certain time. And it was really based on creating a routine in our life. But as we got older, a lot of us have this new freedom. We don't have our parents telling us what to do. And so we kind of end up going to bed whenever. We lay in bed, we scroll on our phone. We don't really do any sort of routine at night. And it's just kind of up to whatever time that we go to bed. You're distracting me. So if you're going to bed at 9 p.m. one night, and then the next night you're going to bed at 11, and then the next night you're going to bed at 1 a.m., and then the next night you're back to 9 p.m., your body's going to have no sort of schedule to produce those hormones that are going to allow you to go into that deep sleep. And so even though most of us are adults, and even though we have that freedom, the truth is we do need some sort of structure in our life. And so the absolute first step here to create some sort of consistency is to pick a bedtime. Now, my bedtime for the week is a little bit different from my weekend. I'm not going to bed at 10 p.m. 7 days a week, but there is a little bit of structure there, right? I'm usually in bed by 9:30 during the week, and I'm usually in bed by 11 on the weekends. And even though that does take away from the quality of my sleep, I'm willing to sacrifice that because I do enjoy doing more things during the weekends and staying up a little later. But the point is, if you have some sort of structure during the week where you have to be at work at a certain time or you have to start your day at a certain time, it's a really good idea to not only regulate what time you wake up, but also to regulate the time you go to bed. And so when you pick that time, setting an alarm for 30 minutes before is actually a way to help remind you to start winding down for the day. Which brings me to step 2, which is when that alarm goes off, you want to put away all your screens. So this includes your phone, this includes TV, this includes anything that's going to emit some sort of artificial light. Now, the quick science behind this is that screens produce something called blue light, which basically tells your body that it's still daytime. And so because your body thinks it's daytime, it's going to start producing those hormones that allow you to stay awake. So literally, you could be looking at a phone screen, and even though you put it down, you fall asleep in the next 10 seconds, you're not producing the hormones to go into that deep sleep, and you could be sacrificing up to hours of your time not producing enough melatonin to go into that deep stage 3 and stage 4. And so it's a sacrifice. A lot of us are so addicted to having our phone by us every single second, and there's a little fear there, like what if there's an emergency? What if someone needs me? So my recommendation, if there's pushback just because it's something you're used to, is to just do it. But if you are a little concerned about an emergency, you can select certain people that allow your ringtone to come through and silence everybody else. And once this is done, this is going to allow you to move to step 3, which is to spend those last 30 minutes doing some sort of a routine. Now, we're definitely going to be creating more content around routines and different habits to improve your sleep, so be sure to subscribe. But the reason I'm leaving this open is because everybody's different. Some people like to meditate at night, some people like to read at night, some people may want to play with their kitties at night, some people may want to take a break at night and just relax. But whatever it is, we want to start to cultivate a routine so our body knows when we start to do certain things things that it's time to produce those hormones and time to wind down. Because if every night my routine is prepare for the next day and then meditate and then read, now after a couple weeks of me doing that, when I start to prepare for my next day, my body's expecting me to meditate and then read and then go to bed. So when I do lay in bed and when I am ready to fall asleep, I have the routine in place to basically just pass out and go into that deep sleep quickly. So what I'm challenging you to do right here is to create some sort of routine. Now again, this routine should not include any forms of screens, and then also it should be something that relaxes you. If you're reading a book that's super interesting and stimulating and it's causing you to create all these new ideas and get excited, that's probably not the best thing to do right before you fall asleep. But if you're reading a fiction book or even a nonfiction book that can kind of relax you, can kind of de-stress you from the day, now this is going to allow you to fall asleep faster. So again, number one, pick a bedtime, set an alarm for 30 minutes before. Number two, when that alarm goes off, turn all screens off, put them away. And number three is to perform some sort of a routine that allows you to wind down and go to bed. So I'm curious, let me know in the comments if you have any sort of nighttime routine now. And if you're interested in other ways to improve your sleep, as well as ways to simplify the process of weight loss and health using nutrition, exercise, and sleep, make sure you check the link in the description for our free course on how to simplify the process of weight loss using EMS Body Mastery. So with that being said, I appreciate you. Remember, eat smart, sleep deep, move more, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you in the next video.